Hi there, my name is Joe Blunt, and this will be the last video before I hit the Pacific Crest Trail for my project that I'm calling Border to Border for the 22. And previously I did a sort of a what's in my pack video. Some things have stayed in the pack and replaced some other stuff. So we'll go through with what I'm taking on the Pacific Crest Trail. I'm starting Monday the 22nd of August at the Bridge of the Gods in Cascade Locks, Oregon, and heading south to the Mexico border. It's about 2,100 miles. So, without further ado, we'll start at the top of my pack. And I'm going to be documenting the entire thing. So to start with, we've got this little tripod I picked up on Amazon. It's really lightweight and handy, so that's what we're starting off with. Some cheap Walmart sunglasses, polarized, so that'll be nice. And they're from Walmart, so if I break them or lose them, whatever. A little flashlight. It's a Bushnell 150 lumens, so it should suffice. In the top of the pack, like I said, I've just got all my electronics and everything in a Ziploc bag. My pack also has a rain guard built into it, so I'm not too worried about that. I've got this little headlamp here, so that'll be nice if it's one of those long days and I want to keep hiking into the night. That's, you know, wear that. Matches, never know. Earplugs, because sometimes it's loud in the wilderness, and that way if the bears are coming I can't hear them, so that'll be handy. I have two external batteries that I'll use for charging while I'm on the trail, and then when I get off trail into town I can charge them there. So those are kind of my backups. I'm pretty serious about water purification because I don't want to get giardia and other nasty little things. I'm not too concerned about it. You know, the water is pretty clean up in the mountains and everything, but I have 3 different ways to purify my water. So the first one is the Sawyer Squeeze, and this will just I'm taking 2 1-liter smart water bottles, screw that on the top of that, and filters it right there. So that's probably the first method for you know, filtering the water. And this bag is all my medical supplies and toothpaste, toiletries, that whole thing. So that's handy, just right there in the top. And also in the top, my PCT permit. Kind of self-explanatory. It's not a totally required kind of a thing, I guess, from what I've read. We're gonna stop right there because there's a dog barking. Okay, he stopped. We'll see how long it lasts. The camera that I'm taking with me is an Olympus Tough TG870. It's waterproof and shoots 1080p video, and it's what I'm using right now. And I've used it once before on one of my other videos, and I was pretty impressed with the capability of the microphone, so I think it'll be fine. Since it's waterproof and drop proof and all that other stuff proof, I won't have to worry about it like I will with, you know, if I was taking an SLR. So that's where we're at there. I'm also taking my Samsung Galaxy Note 7 that I just picked up. The timing on that was it was something, because my previous phone decided it didn't really want to work anymore, so I had to kind of rush, and that's what I chose. It's also waterproof, which is nice. So anyway, starting off, I guess carrying on into the main compartment, I have this Columbia evaporation, they call it the evaporation jacket. It's a waterproof jacket. It's kind of in between, you know, a straight up jacket and just a shell. I like the fact that I can just, it packs into its pocket and gets real small, fairly small, and doesn't weigh very much either. So that's, you know, that's nice. Here we've got my clothes bag. Not taking too much for clothing. The weather should be fairly mild until I start to get into the Sierras and stuff, and then, you know, if I need to get extra layers and everything, you know, I can take care of that. But it'll be a while before I get there. So I've got these compression ankle, calf length, whatever length sleeves. They're nice for me because I broke my left leg years ago, and occasionally I get shin splints, and I've worn those hiking and didn't get shin splints, so I'm going to keep that. Those will definitely be a daily ritual for the cold days, cold mornings, whatever. I've got this South African Springboks rugby beanie that my sister got for me when she went to South Africa, so that's coming along. I'm going to be taking 2 pairs of Darn Tough socks. I've got the thinner, I think they call them like athletic or whatever, and then the regular old kind of thick ones. And I also have another pair of merino wool Dickies socks that I'll probably just wear, you know, when I set up camp and I want to take my nasty socks off. Put those on, you know. Take care of your feet, it's important. I've got a short sleeve shirt that was donated to me by Wildland Properties in Port Orford, Oregon. Well, Wildland Vacation Homes, look at the name right at least. They're a vacation rental home service. If you are on the Oregon coast and you want to rent a place, that's the place to go. And if you happen to do that, tell them I sent you. Maybe that's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. For shorts, I'm taking these, what are they, Volcom, just basic kind of lightweight swimming shorts. They're really nice to hike in, and they dry off really quick, so that's kind of nice. For underwear, just the basic Hanes boxer briefs, lightweight, athletic, whatever. Technology, other buzzwords, I don't know, but they're nice. I've got a long sleeve REI, real lightweight, that has some sort of lava something technology that makes it not smell bad. I don't know, we'll see how that works out, because I'm not taking deodorant because that's silly. So if you run across me in the trail and I stink, sorry. I'm not sorry. Alright, so here we've got the food bag. Right now I've got about 6 to 7 days of food in here. There's some stuff that I'm going to add to it. I'm not going to open it up, but it's basically just the Mountain House meals. You know, these are great because they're pretty cheap. A lot of them are 2 to 3 servings, so you can stretch them out. And the ones that I've had, I really liked them. Maybe I'll hate them after a month or so, and I'll have to, you know, adjust accordingly. But for right now, they're great, and it's not an MRE, so that's awesome. Hold on, backpack. Not going anywhere yet. All right. So we got the Z-Packs tent. This is my tent right here. It's a 2-man tent, Z-Packs duplex tent. It's super easy to set up. Doesn't weigh anything. And as far as how I set it up, I use my trekking poles, set those up on the corners, and then I've got Put these out of the way. And then I just got regular old tent stakes. You know, put those down. Easy stuff. I like easy when it comes to like the end of the day. You know, I'm done. Set my tent up. Get some food going. For my sleep bed thing, I've got the Climate Recon XL. That's this guy. Really easy to blow up. Doesn't weigh anything. It's got little cutouts in it that are supposed to retain heat and whatever. I don't know. Technology. It's crazy, right? And then this is my pillow. Look at that. Isn't it cute? Gotta have a pillow, at least for me. It's important. It weighs, what is it? It's the, I guess it would help if I told you. Yeah, it's the Sea to Summit Aeros Pillow Ultralight. So you know it's good. If it says ultralight, it's good. Same thing, real easy to blow up. Takes like 2 breaths and you're good. I've tried it out at home and it's almost as nice as my pillows, my regular pillows. And for the last guy, got my sleeping bag. It gets smaller, but there's not really any point because I have quite a bit of room in my bag. It's down to 30 degrees. But I sleep real warm, and I found that even on the nights that I've used it, that it's been cold, that I've been totally comfortable. So, I mean, as it gets colder and I start to head more south, you know, I have to play it by ear. But I personally think that I'll be fine with this because when I was in Afghanistan, there was cold nights. We just used bivy sacks, and our sleeping system had 3 different sleeping bags, but I would just use the thinnest one and I was fine, and that was in a bivy sack. So I think I'll be fine, but you know, we'll just see how it goes. I think that's it. Oh no, kind of an important thing. My little cooking setup here. Got a lighter, you never know. Shouldn't need it, but it's always nice to have. And I have the matches too. My little Sea to Summit titanium spoon. I'm fairly capable of eating with just a spoon. If not, then I'll just fashion something out of like rocks and sticks and twine, and you know, if I need a fork. So this is the Howulite boiler 1.1 liter whatever cooking stove thing, or pot, whatever, I don't know. So everything, all my cooking stuff fits inside there, and this is my actual stove. Boom. Picked it up on Amazon. I've used it quite a bit. It's E-Tech City, straight out of somewhere China, and it works great. I really like it. And then packed inside there, we've got one little guy of fuel, and these things last a long time, especially since all I'm really doing is getting water hot. I don't really drink coffee or hot chocolate, so that's not really a concern. So I'm pretty much only going to use it maybe one, maybe 2 times a day. So I shouldn't really have too much of an issue with fuel, and it's really easy to get the fuel. You can just get those at Walmart. So any town that has a Walmart or Safeway, any kind of market, they're gonna have what you need. So that's that, and then kind of in the front here, I've got sort of a miscellaneous pocket. And so for water, I'm using a 3-liter Camelback, and then the 2 1-liter Smart Water bottles, and then is my backup, which I don't foresee. Hey, there's the dog again. Great. Alright. I don't foresee needing this, but if I look at the maps and I go, okay, it's going to be a ways before I get some water. This is a 2-liter Platypus. So, I'll have, 4, 8 liters of water. That should be fine. When I get into the desert, Mojave Desert, I might need to add maybe another 1 or 2 liters of capacity there, but I don't foresee, water really being too much of an issue for me personally. I've got my mountain biking specialized gloves in case I really need gloves. These things work great for mountain biking. I don't know. These are kind of I don't really know if I am going to need them thing, but I'm going to have them. It's better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them. And the coup de grace, whatever that means. I've heard it said before. Anyway, gotta go dig a hole in the woods. This is what I'm going to use. Alright, cool. And let's see, the last thing, my little tent stakes. Just these little guys. That's kind of my preference. They work really well in the rocky, kind of ground. And they're not too bad if it's sandy. I'll just have to play by ear once I get to the desert and stuff. But I think they'll be fine. They'll definitely be fine through all of Oregon and into the Sierras and everything. And then, we'll see how it goes. The desert is a whole different beast. So that's all that stuff. Obviously not pictured was the Camelback and some other little stuff that's just sitting around waiting to be thrown in, but nothing major. I weighed the pack with my food and without water, which obviously water adds quite a bit of weight. And I'm sitting at 16.8 pounds, so that's not too bad. Definitely, I could go lighter, but I think I'll be all right. If there's something that I'm just not using and I don't foresee myself using it and it's taking up what it's weighing me down, I'll just throw that in a hiker box and another hiker will come along and maybe he or she will have some use for it. So that's all that, and then here's my pack. It's a Pinnacle, and it's an 80 liter, which is a lot bigger than what most people use, but I already owned it, I already had it. And for being an 80 liter, it's pretty lightweight. Apparently it's made primarily of recycled plastics. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know. But it's pretty lightweight and it does the job, and I had it. So if I get out on the trail and I absolutely hate it, then, we'll see. But unless it just falls apart on me, I think we'll be good. So yeah, that's pretty much the rundown. Let's see, we're sitting at 14 minutes right now in this video, plus the first one when I stopped because of the dog. So hopefully you're still here watching, because the important information comes right now. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, like I said, my project is called Border to Border for the 22. My intention is to hike the Pacific Crest Trail to raise awareness for the 22 veterans that we lose per day, and to hike in the memory of a Marine that I served in Afghanistan with that we lost because of PTSD. If you wish to support me on the trail, there'll be links below. I'm selling shirts that I'm wearing right now, so you can pick one of those up and wear that around town. And if somebody asks you about it, tell them, we lose 22 veterans per day, and to me that's unacceptable. And another way to support me, like I said, I'm going to be documenting this entire trip, and like I said, I'm going to be hiking through Oregon and California. And if you're in that area and you want to join me on the trail, then send me a message. Go to the Facebook page that I've created, and that's the best way to get in touch with me. And also, as I move my way south, that's where I'll be posting updates and pictures and all that sort of stuff. And as far as if you want to make donations to anybody, the group Mission 22 is, in my experience, my little bit of experience, they're a great group. There's a lot of great groups out there. That's not to say that there aren't, they're the best one, whatever. But my preference, if you were to donate to anybody, donate to them. they've been awesome. The people that I've talked to there, and yeah, that's really a good way. They help a lot, and that's the whole point, you know, is to raise awareness for this, and you know, start a dialogue, kind of educate people, you know. So that's pretty much it. That's the video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know where to find me. If you don't, look below, and that's where you'll find me. Alright, I'll see you guys out on the trail. Have a good day.